The border search exception to the Fourth Amendment allows warrantless searches of people and property entering the country. A pair of drug traffickers found out about the border search exception the hard way in United States versus Ramsey. Charles Ramsey and James Kelly ran a heroin-by-mail business in Washington, D.C. in the early 1970s. Their suppliers mailed heroin from Bangkok, Thailand, to locations around D.C. for collection. In February of 1974, a U.S. Customs officer in New York City, who had no knowledge of Ramsey and Kelly, became suspicious of 8 envelopes while he was inspecting incoming international mail from Thailand. The envelopes were addressed to different locations in D.C., but looked like they'd been typed on the same typewriter. Because the envelopes were bulky and significantly heavier than traditional airmail, and because Thailand was a known source of narcotics, the officer thought that the envelopes might contain contraband. He opened the envelopes and discovered that they contained heroin. The officer sent the envelopes to D.C., where federal agents resealed and delivered them in a surveillance operation. After Kelly picked up the envelopes and met up with Ramsey to deliver them, Kelly and Ramsey were arrested and charged with crimes including unlawful importation of heroin. After a bench trial, the district court found Ramsey and Kelly guilty. But the D.C. Circuit reversed the convictions, holding that the customs officer's warrantless search was improper because the Constitution requires probable cause and a search warrant before international letter mail can be opened for inspection. The D.C. Circuit's decision broke with other circuit courts that had considered this issue, and the United States Supreme Court granted certiorari to resolve the circuit split.